J. Cole is a liar.
You know what I mean?
Cold World Killer.
You feel me?
Know what it is, man.
It's that time.
Almost time.
Sheesh.
What's up, world? Your boy Challz Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join that membership, and all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. Before we get started, I got some new links down in my bio. I got Temu, ReStream, and a couple other things. Click on them to support the channel. Listen, gang. It comes a time where we gotta decide. We got to make a decision, gang. And I feel like it's been long enough. I feel like it's been long enough. I feel like we've been seeing this pattern long enough. And I'm going to do this, and I know the fans of said rapper, Mr. J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, they're going to have a problem with this. I would advise you to check out. Because today is the day. Now, let me just say this. We weren't all on the Drake train until we were, right? We weren't all that Drake is a snake, a cat, a fiend, this, that, and the third until we were. One day it just happened. One day it clicked, something happened, and we all got on board and realized, yes, something ain't right over there. Here we are. Today is the day. Now, I want to have this conversation because for the past couple of days, right, all this week, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, probably a couple seconds. Gang, I'm going to be here for a while, but this part right here, I've seen, I expect it from the Drake fans, right? But the Cole fans, they're a different animal, gang, because they're relentless in a different way, and they want to try to play mind tricks on you and make you think you're crazy. They want to make you think you're insane and you're just a hater, right? A Drake fan is a blunt object, but the Cole fans they're a little more calculated, and they want to try to come in and make you feel they want to psychoanalyze you and make you feel like maybe I should rethink my position. Well, gang, before we go any further, I need you to understand, going forward, this is what it is. Right? They said, you've been hating for 2 solid weeks. If this is hate, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because the simple fact of the matter is, this guy, J. Cole, is showing you exactly who he is. He went out there and got Drake's lawyers for this case with Camron for a verse that he didn't do. And then he goes and says to the lawyers that Camron benefited from being on the feature. Gang, we going to have a field day today. I'm going to slow cook this nigga, gang. And if you are a J. Cole fan, you either going to accept this, you're going to accept what it is, or you're going to lead a chat. But this what it is. Okay? Now, let's rewind time. I know a lot of you that have been on this channel, you watch this channel, and you watch me for a while, you're going to say, Challz, I told you should have sued him. J. Cole, they call him J-Fold. I've never called him J-Fold, but to each his own. He might just be J-Fold, but they say, Challz, J-Fold never lives up to his obligations. I told you Cam should have sued him. And you were the one saying he shouldn't have, right? We're going to get to what happened and this, that, and the third with the Ready 24, and most of you already know, but I want to talk about it anyway. Now, a lot of you going to say, Challz, we told you that Cam was just doing business. I'm going to say something that's going to sound crazy. I'm going to stand on this. This is the reason why he shouldn't have sued him, gang. You got to understand. Let's have this conversation. This is why he shouldn't have sued him. This guy's a liar. So what did he do in response to the lawsuit saying, you didn't give me my verse, you didn't give me my podcast feature? He went and got Drake's lawyers and typed up a whole thing saying that he not only denies all of this shit, that now he wants to dismiss the whole case with prejudice, and he wants Camron to pay the lawyer fees. I said this 2 weeks ago. I said the only reason he would go to court and fight this instead of giving Camron the $500,000 that he's asking for, which is chump change to this guy. I told you this. I believe this guy's worth like $60 million, gang. So why wouldn't he give him $500,000? Who wants to pay $500,000? Nobody. But at the end of the day, just do the verse, right? I said, just do the verse. Unless you expect to go to court. I said, the lawyers are going to cost more than the $500,000 that he's trying to get out of you. The lawyer's going to cost more than that. I said the only reason he would go to court and fight this with Drake lawyers is because he's going to hit Cam with the lawyer's fees. He hit Cam with the lawyer's fees. Guys, you got to understand what's going on. This is why I told you Cam should not have. This guy is showing you who he is now. Listen to Camron's story. I'm going to talk like it's me and you, gang. Right? I might read this thing a little bit later. I might not, but I'm gonna talk like it's me and you, like I'm like I already been to the court and I already said I'm coming out, and you like, Challz, what happened? We gonna just have this like we at the barbershop, gang. Okay? But I'm gonna slow cook this nigga because this something ain't something just ain't right. He went and got Drake lawyers. That's the first red flag. All of this stuff you seeing in this is lawyer jargon. This is the same thing that happened to Drake. All the lawyer jargon is coming out. He sat down, he told him what he wanted and what he didn't want and what was said, what wasn't. They put this in the legal terms and it sounds nasty. It sounds nasty. And he pretty much, in no uncertain terms, is telling you he didn't agree to none of this shit. I didn't agree to the podcast. I didn't agree to the verse. And if I did agree to the verse, his demands got too much for me to complete the verse. It's all in the paperwork. He's saying that Camron's demands got too outrageous. J. Cole is a liar, gang. You know how I know he's lying? When you sat there and said, basically, things weren't said that. Why did you do the verse? Why did Camron do the verse? Right? Let me just say this. He shouldn't have sued him because now this got turned into a real snake on him. Right? Now, if you heard Camron's account, he said he flaked on Camron 4 times over the verse and then the podcast. Now, we saw the video footage of them in the studio together. It's coming. It's on the way. Da-da-da-da-da. We saw that. How would Cole got the audacity to go to a legal team and sit there and say he never agreed to do this when we saw you in the studio talking about, it's coming. Look who with me. Look what's going on. He's trying to make it now that Camron benefited more from being on Ready 24. He said he's helped Camron's career. Gang, you don't understand what's going on. Do you believe that J. Cole helped Camron's career by being on a song, a filler song on Might Delete Later, a filler record? Now he's helping Camron's career. Now he's sunning Cam right now. Cam is a feature to him now that right now he's not looking at the friendship, right? If you listen to Camron talk, he talked to him several times on some friendship shit. This is the problem. And a lot of people are like, you should get shit in writing. People make handshake deals every day. And the person is going to either uphold their end of the bargain or not. Right? I get all that. Well, they should have had a contract. You don't have a contract when this is your man. He up in the studio hugging you, telling you this, that, and the third. He went live with you and showed everybody he was there. So everybody started thinking the verse was coming. What do we need? What do I need to do? Why do I need that in writing? Most of these deals these days, dudes are just, that's my man, I got you. Nobody has to chase nobody down for this stuff because people just either do it or they don't. And like I said earlier, I said Camron is suing him because he took too long with the verse. I stand on that. He shouldn't have sued him because now look where we at. Now it's real messy. Now Camron going to really have to pay some money for his own lawyers because this thing is going to be well over $500,000. If you want to still pursue this guy, he's going to make it real difficult for you to pursue this case. Okay? This is why I said you don't sue him, legally or otherwise. For all the smart asses that's going to get in the comments, Challz, I told you his business. Why? So imagine this. Imagine he goes to this thing now and J. Cole gets up there straight up lies and say, I never said none of that shit. Now it's your word against his. Okay? Now you wasting mad time off the stuff you could really be doing. See, what Camron said, he said that I was in negotiations for the podcast. And based on J. Cole's word, after he said he did 2 verses for J. Cole, and he was promised by J. Cole, and I believe him, and we know it's a fact because the simple fact of the matter is the reason that he did the second verse was because the promise of the first verse. He said, oh, you already did that one. So he asked him for another one. He was like, okay, but I need my verse. He's like, I got you. So we know he did the second verse. You're not going to do a second verse if the nigga didn't even get you back for the first one. So he must have promised him something else. So he promised him, yeah, I got you. So he went and did a second verse, which we all can see because the song came out, Ready 24. Right? So now Camron is looking at it like, okay, now look, quid pro quo. Now it's time to you scratch my back, I scratch yours, or vice versa. Simple fact of the matter is J. Cole is not living up to none of that. But J. Cole is lying to him on the phone. If you listen to Camron's story, yo, B, I got you. Oh, shit. Oh, man, it's already October. Damn, I got you in June. Told him, and I believe everything Camron said. He told Camron that he was going to be on the podcast in June. Camron started making business deals with that information. Yo, I got J. Cole. You really word? You got J. Cole? He said, yo, J. Cole don't do a lot of interviews, but I got him. He gonna do it for me off the strength. Now, Camron's right. You don't count your money, but that's not really. Let's just be honest, gang. Let's just put all this shit on the table. If a motherfucker say you got my word, somebody that J. Cole that walk around with these dreads and knock off fucking humble like he's this fucking god body. Look, listen, you think you're gonna believe him? So Camron went to his constituents or whoever the fuck that is and told them, I got an interview with J. Cole coming up. That's a negotiation tactic. He has every right to believe that because one, he did a verse for two. For one, he did a verse with J. Cole. For two, he did another verse with J. Cole. And for three, J. Cole gave him his word that he was going to do a verse or do the podcast. When he kept flaking on him with the verse, he said, okay, can you just do the podcast? He said, I don't want to talk about the battle. He said, you don't worry about it. You ain't got to talk about the battle. Okay, so Camron, J. Cole's like, bet, I got you. Dead ass. This time is real, right? This time is special. So he went in there, talked to these people, told the people, I got the J. Cole interview. Your word as good as your bond when you supposed to be my man, right? June coming around, J. Cole flaked on him. Look, bro, I all set, dead ass. I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't really gonna do the podcast at all. So a lot of people's like, yo, at that point, Camron got every right to sue him. To me, I still say you shouldn't have sued him. Because now you're sitting, now you got to prove your word against his. Now you got to pay all these lawyers' fees. And now you're looking crazy in the media. Now both of y'all are looking crazy in the media. Because now this is a messy divorce. Right? Now at the end of the day, all of this shit leads back to J. Cole lying. Because for one, he told him 4 different occasions, I got you, I'm going to do it. Never did it. He never had any intentions, but he went and did Grippy. Right? At the end of the day, he need all the moon stars and quasars to line up before he could drop his lines, right? I need my chakras, this, that, and the third. Well, what was the chakras at on Grippy? What, homeboy had mad incense in the studio? What's going on, gang? I'm kind of confused, but at the end of the day, I'm not. We've been seeing patterns of this shit. I just watched the interview with Jay Nolan and 910 Space, right? The homeboy from Fayetteville, and I believe him too. I believe J. Cole got tired of whatever was going on, or I think J. Cole, this is what it is. I think J. Cole uses people. I think when he get whatever he gonna get out of you, he's going to dip and move on. It's just exactly what it looked like. So it's not showing me anything but, okay, I got my little tour from Drake, got my numbers up, my buzz up, da-da-da, which is what he wanted. Don't even act like it wasn't. He went on tour with Drake. Once that was over, boom. With this whole thing with K-Dot, he didn't need to engage no more. He's like, I'm all set. Right? He got that. He got this thing from Camron. Boom, I'm all set. Right? He got whatever he got out of 910 Space. Boom, I'm all set. Moved on. He don't need you no more. That's what I think is going on. So at the end of the day, he got this shit from Camron. Boom, I'm good. I'm out. He treating Camron like some kind of chick. Oh, yo, word, listen, I got you. Give me a couple of months. I need a little time. He blew him off like for a year. I think almost damn near 2 years. Okay? So he's showing you exactly who he is. It never was unclear that this nigga was on some bullshit. Right? So in the end of the day, we're seeing a man who's having struggles with keeping his word to people because once he got what he got, he don't care. Right? That's why you say you never pay somebody in full because they don't need you no more. This is why people give when they book people, they give them half down, and when you get to the venue, they give you the other half because once you get the whole amount, you don't need to show up to the venue. So what happened is J. Cole got the whole amount, he got the whole verse, so he didn't need to show up at the venue. Ain't nobody in their right mind thinking that J. Cole helped Camron's career by that one verse. I never heard the record, gang, because I never heard the album because I didn't want to hear it. Right? And for the people be like, you hating on J. Cole. Gang, I saw something. I've been seeing something for years, and it's been adding up. And these ain't my first videos questioning J. Cole. So to a J. Cole fan, if you question a nigga, you hating. No, I'm questioning him. But now it's low-key borderline on some hating. At the end of the day, because the simple fact of the matter, when you show me over and over and over, you're doing some fuck shit. Right? You're trying to make us believe one thing and it's another thing. You gonna sit up there talking about your spirit ain't set right, all this shit. And then you've been doing a whole bunch of subbing and you come out dissing the nigga from your hometown. I don't give a fuck what he did, nigga. You're supposed to be a monk on a spiritual journey. That's the vibe you've been letting off. I'm just going to be honest. That's the reason you supposedly backed out of the battle. You're getting your spirit right. I don't believe you, dog. I don't believe you. Everybody's making excuses. I'm sitting here watching all these excuses. Gang, if you got to make this many excuses, something's wrong. You niggas been making excuses for months, a fucking year. You niggas don't do nothing but make excuses for this niggas all fucking day, every day. You're on here making an excuse. Oh, well, at some point, it's just a fuck nigga. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, how many excuses you got to make before you say, wait, some of this shit don't set right? How many excuses? 10, 15, 20? If I got to make 20 excuses for a nigga for everything he fucking does, okay? Y'all motherfucker, oh, he's selling his CDs out the trunk for $1. Guess what? This nigga got a Sprinter van. The car is cosplay, gang. Okay? Let me just say this. And I know it look all humble, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, he don't sleep in that fucking car. If he was hungry selling CDs out of that fucking car, he would sleep in that fucking car. You're not that no more, my G. You get out the fucking Sprinter van and then you sell the fucking CDs. Then you get back in whatever tour bus, whatever you got going on. You're a hungry artist. Don't have the option. A hungry artist selling CDs out the trunk don't have the option to get in a fucking tour bus or go in a hotel. That's not what it is. So you're cosplaying a hungry artist. This shit is all for fucking show, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just going to be fucking honest. You got a Honda Civic with a new engine. A fucking struggling artist don't have a new engine in it. Okay? I would respect more if you just went in your fucking tour bus, went everywhere and said, I'm going to sell the CDs hand in hand. It's pop-up shops. Make the shit make sense, dog. It's cute. It sounds fucking engaged. Oh, yeah, cold over there with the fucking... Then you got the whole fucking... You got fucking 3,000 people down there. How the fuck are you a starving artist? Like, you're trying, I get it. You're trying to recap. All this shit is propaganda and it's nostalgia bullshit. It's nostalgia bombing. I see the whole shit for what it is, but let's just stay focused on this J. Cole Camron thing. End of the day, you agreed to the verse. You never fulfilled it. You kept blowing him off, telling him he was going to do it. Then you decided one day, I'm all set. I'm not doing this shit at all. And this is why he went to court. If you want to deal with all that bullshit, Camron, go for it. You got every right legally. But at the end of the day, this is my problem with it. It's your word against his. Now, if I'm the lawyer on Camron's side, I'm going to say, well, Your Honor, Exhibit A is this video snippet of them in the studio with J. Cole saying it's coming. He's right with him saying it's coming. Look who's here. Yeah, yeah. Right? I said, that's Exhibit A. That is the day he made the agreement. An oral agreement is going to be hard for Camron to prove. Let's just be honest. But Camron's going to say, I did the verse because he told me that. And that's reasonable because the judge is going to say, well, why would you do the verse? At the end of the day, J. Cole is trying to say Camron volunteered to do the verse for nothing. That's J. Cole's defense. He's saying that he never promised Camron anything. Okay? He's making it like Camron just happy to be involved. You got to understand what this nigga defense, this is some lawyer shit. This is some Drake lawyer shit. They sat him down. They said, okay, let's hear the story. They taking notes. They like, okay, now we need to put this in legal jargon so you don't lose fucking $500,000. Their job, they're doing their job. They're going to make Camron look like some greed, starving ass nigga that just want to get involved, be down with J. Cole any kind of way. Right? They don't want to pay shit and they want him to pay the lawyers. He can run them lawyer fees up to $2 million. Camron got to pay it if he fucking lose. This is why you didn't need to sue. Okay? But let me read this. J. Cole has responded to Camron's lawsuit over the song Ready 24 and is asking the judge to throw the case out in its entirety. On Tuesday, February 10th, the Dreamville rapper's attorneys filed a response to Camron's complaint. Mind you, they had to put this shit together. So J. Cole's a part of this whole thing of the responses and the third. So all of this stuff is stuff that he told them, and they've put it into words in legal jargon, and this is where we are, right? But he's fighting this, right? We're supposed to be friends. We were in the studio, this, that, and the third for years. These motherfuckers were friends for years. Now he's fighting this. He's basically saying, I never told you I was going to do anything for you. Okay, let me finish. He said, we talked about it, right? We discussed it. Well, you can't sue for somebody that discussed something with you in the open, right? But I really believe that J. Cole discusses shit so he can fucking get out the room. Yeah, I got you, my G. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, sure. I told him, my nigga, you dead ass. I don't know about you niggas, gang, but you ain't got to show me you a fuck nigga over 10 times, dog. I don't need to see it. You ain't got to tell me you a fuck nigga 100 times. I saw the interview with 910 Space, and I'm listening to it, and I just, y'all gonna be honest, man. I got a real nigga detective, gang. Homie seem like a real nigga. I'm just gonna be honest. It don't seem like he's out here on some bullshit. But if you caught up in the mystique, right? I like the mystique. If you caught up in the mystique of J. Cole, you're gonna sit there and pick Homeboy's story apart. I listened to it. I said, bro, telling the truth. Bro, J. Cole got in some shit down there, and Homeboy got him out of it. I don't believe that this nigga's lying. So to me, let me just say this. For you to even get in fuck shit that you gotta call somebody to get you out of, That right there tells me everything. Okay? If you really out here in these fucking, you learn this shit from day one. If you really in the hood, you learn how to move out here. And you learn what to do when you get in fuck shit. And it ain't damn sure ain't to call another nigga to get you fucking out of it. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay? So to me, I know I be talking to y'all like it's just me and you, and I don't be conforming to the fucking guidelines and shit of how you're supposed to be neutral. And I'm sorry, gang, I can't do that. I can't do that for these rappers, dog. I gotta keep the shit a buck. And to me, when I'm listening to all this, this is a lot of information, gang. These are a lot of problems over the years that this guy has shown us over the years, and it's coming to a head right now. Right? Just a lot of shit, the Kanye shit, the Wale shit, the Kendrick shit, the Drake shit. It's too many instances. The Little Pump shit, all this shit where he does this and he turns around and says that and does the opposite and he throws shade in it. It's just after a while it started to look like a fuck nigga. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. So right there, I think I hit a point where, you know how for 2 years I've been looking at Drake as a super villain. We there, gang. I can't take it no more because you're going to sit up here and make it like Camron needed you and he did the shit for fucking off the muscle and now you don't want to give him nothing? And you go get Drake's fucking lawyers. This supposed to be your man. I got a problem with it. I said it from day one. I said I got a problem with it, but Camron shouldn't sue anyway because this nigga's on some fuck shit. Let me continue. They deny most of the claims levied against Cole in Cam's 2025 lawsuit. Quote, the relief requested requires no response as there are no facts aligned therein. To the extent any response is required, defendants deny the allegations in the relief requested, which is the $500,000, object to the relief requested, and deny the plaintiff is entitled to any of the relief requested in the complaint. Not only do they not want to give him any money, they don't want to give him writer's credits on the song, gang. You got to understand, they're trying to deny him everything he's asking for. They want to drop the case with prejudice, and then they want to be able to make him pay for his lawyers. Gang, you got to understand, this is some slimy ass shit. Fuck the legal shit. It's business, Challz, da-da-da-da. He defended himself against business. This some fuck shit. Because you was his man 50 grand before all this, then you flaked on him 5 times. Then he went to court, which he has every fucking right. I say I agree with it, but he has every fucking right to do it. He has every fucking right to do it. Now, when he goes to court, you don't fucking say, Cam, can we settle this out of court? Da-da-da. You go get lawyers and you counter fucking sue or respond, whatever you want to call it. And now you're trying to make it where he got to pay your fucking lawyers. And he don't get shit. And he don't even get the writing credit on the song. Now you're trying to make it like he's some fucking fanboy that want to just be down with you. Gang, it's diabolical shit, dog. I'm just going to be fucking honest. Let me continue. It's just, listen, man. It's nowhere on earth you can do this shit and not be a fuck nigga. I'm trying to understand. I'm really trying to understand. Like, it's gonna be people in my comments with these fucking, how Beyonce say, all he got is these fucking excuses. Nigga, it's always excuses. Watch the excuses in the comments. They're gonna be ridiculous, dog. And when they don't have no excuse for the shit, they gonna just say I'm hating. I promise you. How your boy say, clock that T, clock that shit. They're going to be in the comments. It's going to be either I'm hating or a million fucking excuses. Dog, we hit a point where excuses can't work no more, dog. I see you for what you are. You're not standing on any fucking thing you're saying. All he wanted was his fucking 16 bars, and now you're in court. Let me continue. Cole attorneys contend that Cam is not a joint author or co-owner of the track and consented to use of the recording and is therefore not entitled to the payout he seeks. They're saying that Cam consented to it. It's getting tricky now. If you're saying he consented to it, that means you agreed and he agreed of something, right? You agreed to something. Right? You're saying he consented to the recording. So you guys had a conversation about the recording. Well, what was that conversation? Let's talk about it. What did he say to make him consent? Because I'm sure he didn't consent for no fuck. Oh, he consented just because he wanted to be a feature on the fucking awesome ass J. Cole album. Got it. That's why he did it. That's what you're trying to tell us. Let me continue. And is therefore not entitled to the payout he seeks. So he should get nothing. According to J. Cole's lawyers, right? Fucking Drake's ex-lawyer. According to them, Camron consented to this shit for fucking free. No verse, nothing. He just wanted to be down. Let me continue. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's fuck shit. To sit here and even say this shit is disrespectful. Camron sued J. Cole last October for failing to return the favor after he appeared on the track Ready 24 from Cole's 2024 mixtape, Might Delete Later. Killer claims Cole promised to give him a verse in exchange after they didn't work out. They later made a verbal agreement that Cole would appear on the Cam's podcast. And I even admitted that. I said Cam probably came up with the podcast thing. We know the podcast worth way more. Let's just be honest. The podcast worth way more than the verse. Right? But Cam cooked that up. Yo, B, come on my podcast. But this is the tricky part. Cole, in fucking Cole fashion, probably agreed on the phone or in verbally, whatever the fuck. He probably said, you bet, go, I got you. According to Cam, he did. He said several times, I'll come on to do the podcast. He said, yo, I got you 100 grand in June, Camron locked in June, started telling people I got Cole coming because he believed him. Right? The fucking drunk monk with a quarter Valentine. He thinks he's a fucking monk. So he's like, yo, he's coming, lock it, clock that T, right? So end of the day, here we are. This guy believes that J. Cole is a man of his word. Where J. Cole hit him up, said, listen, dog, I'm going to be honest. This is according to Cam. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not doing it at all. And what you think happened with that? What you think? You think that piss came off? After all this, he looked like a fucking fool. He done told the fucking lighting guy, all the motherfuckers, the podcast director, everybody, yo, listen, I need y'all to get this shit together. Y'all fucking up around here. Yo, listen, I got J. Cole coming in here. It better not be like this. This motherfucker for 2 weeks straight. Tell these motherfuckers, get whipping in the shape. And Cole's like, B, I ain't doing it. You look like a fucking fool. Let me continue. Cole would appear on Cam's podcast. However, after multiple follow-ups from Cam, Cole never kept true to his word, which led Cam taking the matter to court. So, yeah, defendant's prayer for relief, which is what that's called. Camron Giles, the plaintiff, Jermaine Lamar Cole. Defendants Cole World Incorporated and Jermaine Lamar Cole respectfully request the court enter judgment in their favor and request the plaintiff, he gets denied relief and all this shit. Listen, gang, to me, I don't know about these lawyers and stand the third. It's fuck shit. I'm looking at the whole big picture. I'm looking at what he probably told J. Cole he wasn't going to do. I'm looking at the whole scene. I'm looking at two guys that thought everything was cool. And there is an age difference, but it ain't that crazy. It ain't like this old ass man with this young ass guy. It ain't, I believe, last I checked, I think J. Cole around 40, 41, some shit like that. So this ain't no young kid getting muscled, getting manipulated by the old man. That's the other thing. They like to make it like J. Cole could be manipulated at the drop of a, oh man, they manipulated him to this K-Dot. They manipulated him. He got a call from Schoolboy Q. They manipulated him to get out the back. Everything is manipulated. 40 fucking excuses for this 40-year-old man. It's a million. Everybody else tell Cole to do this and tell Cole to do that. Right? He dissed this guy from his hometown. Oh, well, the guy did this and that. So fuck all that. He don't like beef. He don't like negativity. He goes on he makes a record, puts the shit, well, I'm at 29. Nigga, you wasn't at 29 when this nigga just dissed you after the fucking apology. You was in your fucking 30s already, nigga. You was 39. So you're right. They're like, they're in my comments. Gang, I don't know if these motherfuckers understand. I low-key, I can do fucking math. I low-key, I'm kind of smart, guys. I don't know if y'all know that. I kind of can think things through. So these dumb motherfuckers get in my comments, Challz, it's supposed to be from the time he was 29. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be when he was 29. The shit is from fucking when he did the battle and he apologized. Homeboy started dissing him. You were not 29. But you made a CD talking about, oh, when I'm 29 and when I'm 39. Well, you put it on the one that says you're 29, right? You wrap that shit, you put it up. So you had to do it recently because the nigga only dissed you 2 years ago. So you had to do it recently. The album 10 years in the making, right? Ain't that what you said? So you did it recently. You wasn't no 20 fucking 9. Let me know. When I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. Get in the comments, Challz, you're wrong. Let me know. Tell me. Because end of the day, the math ain't fucking mathing. Okay? Nigga had to be damn near 39 when he wrote the shit. Talking about he's 29 years old. Yeah, you sure? Okay? So end of the day, I'm here. I'm watching this shit. It's a whole bunch of fucking nigga shit. You're supposed to be this peaceful monk with the walking stick, but you go back and tell a nigga you want a fade. Well, guess what? Homeboy said he want that fade. I don't know if y'all heard. Jay Nola interviewed me, said, I need that fade. They don't even know who he talking about, gang. This how slippery this nigga is. They like, it could be this rap. Now they trying to put it on 3-4 different rappers. They're trying to say it's a combination of rappers. Because homeboys like, well, I didn't grow up with no parents, this, and that, and the third. They're like, well, that rapper did. So it's like, oh, Cole mashed together 3 or 4 different rappers to make the record. So now you're gonna fade them all. Like I told you, like everybody in the street don't look at this shit as this fucking creative, all this fucking, you're giving them all these fucking legions, fucking lines of fucking leeway to just play with the words. Everybody don't do that in the streets. They're taking this shit mad literal. Oh, you're dissing, you want to fade? Good, let's do it. They're not going with all this imaginary shit you're trying to pull. So at the end of the day, homeboy's like, I want that fade, right? It's good to say shit on record because nobody's in the studio. But in real life, I told you on the other video when motherfuckers like, yo, why you saying this, that, and the third? I said, you're bringing this drama to you. So now when you go back to Fayetteville, all that bike riding and shit, you're going to have to have your head on the swivel because now you done kicked the hornet's nest. Homeboy wasn't even thinking about this shit. Now he's like, I want the fade. So when you go down there with your Honda Civic selling whatever the fuck you got going on, I guarantee you homeboy pulls up to the shit. When he probably wouldn't have ever did this shit before. Okay? And if nothing else, they're not going to shoot you this, that, and the third, but homeboy want to be out there, be like, what's up with the fade? And this is energy you brought on yourself because you wanted to make that fucking record. Right? And why would you make that record? A lot of people in my comments, yo, Charles, if someone peed on my house, it's up forever. Well, it ain't his fucking house for one. And for two, do you know what a person seeking peace does? Nothing. They ignore all that shit. They don't make a record antagonize a nigga no matter what the fuck he did. If he peed on your house and it mean that much, that's some shit. You needed to call him directly. He said on the damn interview, he could have got my number, anything. I was ready. I would have talked to him. Right? First of all, J. Cole don't live there no more. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers know that. Stop saying it in my comments. It's stupid. He don't live there no. It's symbolic. It's not. He don't fucking live there no more. Nigga, everybody in this chat has a house they used to live at back in the fucking day. You don't live there no more. Most of you don't live there no more. So if I go over there and I pee on it, that's fucking, that's John Smith's fucking house. It ain't yours no more. Why the fuck you gonna fight me for it? It's silly. It's dumb, gang. It don't make no fucking sense. He gave the house away to wayward women in need, single moms, this, that, and the third. That's who stays there, right? If it's such a big problem, like I said on my other video, then it's a matter for the police. Call the police and get that handled. J. Cole don't need to be making no threats on no record if he's this monk. Homeboy is dissing him. I'm sure it's more than one nigga dissing him, right? End of the day, you know, this is the other thing they say in my comments. Oh, these dumb niggas don't know the difference between street beef. Oh, it's street beef? Hold on, let me get this straight. J. Cole is making a record. He wouldn't diss Kendrick because that wasn't real beef. This is the shit they tell me, gang. This is where it gets so fucking ridiculous. I don't even respond to him. It's so fucking dumb. So J. Cole made a rap record against Kendrick, right? Fucking 7 days later, motherfucker deleted, right? And my brother, let me know if I'm wrong. 7 days, 8 days, 10 days, I don't know how fucking long it was, but it didn't take him that long to decide to delete it. Went on Dreamville stage, said, listen, Kendrick Lamar the greatest, as do I, all this bullshit. So then he wants to delete it, right? So, okay, cool. Everybody wants to forgive him for that. He comes back 2 years later, makes a diss record against a local fucking artist, and y'all motherfuckers like, yo, this is the street beef. Oh, so J. Cole can get in real beef, right? He can get in real beef on a fucking record that he might got an answer to someday, but it's okay to drop out of the Kendrick shit, but he can spit on real beef, naming real niggas, and tell them, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you. That's okay. Y'all don't think about this shit y'all say, gang. You write this shit, and you really think you hitting me with gotcha moments, and I'm laughing at y'all niggas. I laugh all fucking day, because it's dumb as fuck. This nigga's a drill rapper at this point. You're talking about your ops on a fucking record. That's really ops. So, that's okay, gang. So that's better than him dissing Kendrick Lamar. Gang, listen, I need y'all to really understand what's going on. It's fuck nigga activities. It's fuck nigga activities. And if it's really up for life, then why are we confused about who he's talking about? He peed on my house, then it's up for life. Well, how the fuck? The nigga ain't even fucking sure. Well, he might be talking about me. It sound like me a little bit, but some of the shit don't have nothing to do with me. That ain't even me. I didn't even live over there. So it's, what the fuck we talking about? It's fuck nigga shit to leave it just enough ambiguous so if the nigga roll up, you can guess what? Apologize. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done, man. Listen, this some fuck shit. And where I'm at with this nigga, gang, this is right there. Him and Drake hand in hands, gang. They juggling 2 fucking basketballs together, gang. To me, at the end of the day, they got the same fucking lawyers. They do the same fuck shit. All right? If it is what it is. I'm sorry. I wish I was better at being more fucking, I don't know what the word you're looking for, but I wish I was better at it. right? If I can be better and be more fucking whatever, play the fucking game on this shit, then I would do that. I cannot, gang. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't play these fucking games with you, right? And I know these guys, they're going to have a field day being upset. I love it. I love it. Because at the end of the day, when I say some fuck shit, you're going to tell me. Let me know. But until then, I'm here, gang. Listen, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. All right? Please, I want to hear you in the comments tell me how this not some fuck shit. I want to know. Please, because I'm sitting here, I'm weighing out the whole thing. He said he's gonna do the verse, then he flaked on the verse 5 times. Then he said he's gonna do the podcast, then he flaked on the podcast. Then the nigga took him to court finally. Then the motherfucker goes to get lawyers and said, I ain't never say none of that shit. So Cam is lying. That's what we supposed to believe. Cam is lying. So all this shit is made up, and Cam just did the verse off the bubble. I wish I could believe J. Cole. I fucking don't, gang. I really don't. This is where I need you guys. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go. All you motherfuckers that can't handle this, don't click the videos no more. It's not going to get better from here. Don't click the videos no more. There was a point in time where I used to like try to, be whatever with Drake and da-da-da, until I realized, why are you giving this guy the benefit of the doubt? Why are you trying to play like, oh, you're going to be fucking little? Because this nigga deserves everything he fucking gets. J. Cole has hit that point. He deserves everything he fucking gets. Okay? I don't see the nice guy shit no more. I don't see the fucking, I'm just all shucks. I see a nigga playing a whole lot of games with marketing, with fucking mastering, fucking manipulating people. I see a whole lot of shit. I don't see this fucking, all shucks, I'm this guy from the Ville. I see a nigga that played a lot of niggas to get where the fuck he is. And he's still playing games with you niggas and you fucking feed into it. I'm good. You can keep that bullshit album too. I'm sorry. I'm out of here, man. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you, dog. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, yo, Challz, you went too far. I reached a point, dog. It's just a point. I can't do it. I can't pretend like I don't see this shit no more. I can't pretend, dog. It is what it is. COBMG. All right, go down. I got Temu down there. Hit the links, and I told y'all to hit the Temu link, and the Temu link went down there. But all the shit is settled. The links down there. ReStream, DistroKid, lock in. The Patreon's up and running. I'm putting up shit every night. We here, man. We working, man. I'm out of here. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Oh, the What project is out. Go tap in, lock in on that video. Me, TJ, and Fliz, we rapping, all right? I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like past fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe and put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you, but I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at, cause we out here, we ain't the cheese, we the trap.